So taking a moment to just feel into a sense of this body that's present here and now. Maybe bringing some attention to the feel of the feet wherever they're touching the earth. Feel of your body and those sensations of pressure as it connects through your chair, cushion, whatever it is you're lying. And as we sense into this body, maybe taking a moment to recognize whether the body is happy sitting in our posture here, or whether it wants to ease back and needs to lie down this morning, listening to this body. And becoming aware of the length of the spine as we perhaps trace through the body from the legs all the way through the torso and the spine, all the way up to the shoulders, softening the shoulders, softening the face and the jaw and the front of the body, across the chest, the throat. And taking a few deep breaths, maybe having a stretch, just easing the body in any way we need to as we recognize this body has arrived here this morning to hold a practice for us. So let's just give it a stretch and some ease. And with the out breath, just taking a few soothing breaths as we allow this letting go of the out breath to wash some waves of soothing across the body. Letting go of any tightness, contractions, whether they're emotional or physical. Allowing them to gently soften and flow away from the body. Our intention this morning for this practice is to just take some time for ourselves to be present and to connect with this innate sense of kindness, compassion, or love that's within us all. And let's remind ourselves of our motivation. Firstly, what brought you here this morning? What was that feeling of motivation? Why did you want to be here this morning? And why might introducing this sense of this compassion and love that's within us all, how might this be beneficial, not only for ourselves, but for those around us too? So let's take a few moments to settle in our usual way by drawing our attention to the breath in the body, noticing the rhythm and flow of your natural breath, how it is this morning. Noticing its depth, textures, feelings, sensations. Curious as to how your body is breathing itself right now. And And then gradually, mindfully drawing the breath deeper into the body, down to the belly. Releasing it a little more slowly than usual. So really be mindful of this breath coming into the body and leaving the body. As if our mind is floating on the breath. We can feel ourselves breathing in, feeling ourselves breathing out. So noticing that we're gradually making the in-breath and the out-breath the same length. If you prefer to use counting to help this process, then introducing some counting or some phrases. And just being with the breath just for a while as we regulate the breath and breathe the body. Noticing what that feels like. Noticing how it feels physically, emotionally. To breathe the body in this slower, deeper way. And if we notice we've become lost in thinking at any time, or there's lots of activity going on in the mind, just being gentle with ourselves as we notice that and guide our minds back to the flow of the breath and the counting or saying phrases. Noticing that softening, subtle relaxing of the body as we let go of the breath. And how we might be able to work with this in our lives to soften through any tightness, contractions. Whenever we notice them, just taking a breath and releasing, maybe with a sigh as we let it go. And then noticing how it feels as we gradually begin to let go of counting, saying phrases, and of breathing the body. As the breath gently returns to its natural rhythm, the body knowing what to do, to breathe itself once more, like it's done since the moment you were born. How does it feel to be resting, sitting here, noticing the body breathing itself once opening our awareness, how this body feels this morning, maybe opening to the range of can we loss of gratitude even for this body right now. aware of the moment by moment arising and passing of sensation across this body, whatever it is. Not labeling it as good or bad, just curious about what's happening right now. And we might like to open to how we're feeling this morning, what our sense of mood is like. Maybe layers of thoughts, feelings, emotions going on for us right now. How is it just to be curious that these are present without labeling them, without judging them, just allowing our moment to be just as it is, with a sense of kindness for ourselves. And then coming to a place of resting as we give ourselves permission to just take this time to be present, to feel the earth beneath us, to feel that flow of breath in the body, maybe placing a gentle attention there as an anchor for our practice. If the mind wanders off, we can gently come back to the feel of the flow of the breath in the body, or the feel of the earth supporting this body. Sense of being held. And the invitation now is to connect with this innate kindness, compassion, sense of love that we all have within us. So we might begin by placing a hand on the heart, or feeling the touch of the hand on the other hand or another part of the body that feels soothing, comforting. Whatever's going on for us, whatever we feel or think in our heart space, we have the capacity for immense love, compassion, kindness. So let's use the easiest way into this by bringing to mind somebody that you love, that you care for deeply, that you wish to be really well and happy. Could be an animal in your life, could be a friend, could be a relative, just somebody that just brings that little feeling of, could be called love, kindness. And just imagining this loved one is with you right now, what that feels like. If we just imagine them being here right now with us, it could be just a felt sense. We might be able to imagine them or not. Just this idea of this loved one being with us right now, what that feels like. And if nothing comes, there's nothing wrong, just allowing that this is how we're feeling today, and it's okay. Every day is different. If we notice any feeling that's manifesting as a result of bringing to mind someone we love, an animal, a pet, a friend, whatever comes into your mind, Just noticing any emotions, feelings, sensations in the body that are arising as a result of bringing this person to mind. Might be a sense of care, might be a sense of love, kindness that we feel towards this person. And we could imagine that with every breath, we're sending a wave of kindness and love to them from our heart to theirs. However that manifests, as might be a colour, a sense of an energy, sense of a feeling, just an idea or a thought that we're sending, or a little wave of love from our heart to theirs. What's that like? We get a bit lost, there's nothing wrong, just coming back to the feel of the breath or the feel of the body. Just seeing how it feels to perhaps just get a little rhythm going with every breath. When we breathe in, this feeling of kindness, compassion, love just grows a little more. Could be a sense of it glowing at the heart, colour and energy building. Every in-breath, like every in-breath is fueling a fire at the heart, a fire of love at the heart. And every out-breath, we've been sending it to a little wave of love, kindness, care, good wishes to a person or animal that we love. And then as this begins to deepen and gain a rhythm, imagine that these waves of kindness, these feelings beginning to spread across the body. We're still sending the kindness to our loved one. We're also sending this wave of kindness through the body, as if it's flowing into the heart, where it gains momentum and strength, and we're flowing it out across the body. And as it goes across the body, goes all the way down the arms to the tips of the fingers, goes all the way down to our toes, to the tips of our toes, spreads throughout the body. And with it, it's like a healing balm, soothing, or a light, or just this sense of an energy moving. A sense of flowing, sending this flow of love to our friend, but we're also allowing this feeling to flow through the body. As if with every out-breath, it's just flowing out. Not trying hard, just seeing if we can sit back a little, relax, and just have this idea of this flow of kindness and love flowing with every breath. And it begins to soothe any little niggles in the body. Soothe any sense of difficult mood, difficult thoughts or feelings, emotions. Just gradually soothe as it flows across the body. Flows across our being, with our heart still connected to our dear friend, our loved one. And just resting in that for a while. Resting in this felt sense of kindness and the flow of compassion or love. What's that like? And we can imagine this flow of kindness reaching everyone here, connected through time, space, the earth, common humanity. Sending this little wave of kindness to everyone here as we connect as a community. And then sending this further out into the world so it flows around all of those around us, our friends, and our relatives, all of those that we work with, and touch our lives. And then, if we can, further out to touch the heart of all beings with the wish that if all beings are touched with the gift of love, this will eventually lead to some peace in this world. So just maybe allowing the image of our loved one to just rest gently in our hearts, knowing they're there anytime we wish to bring them to mind again. They're just a thought away. I'm just taking this last moment to rest, no rush, allowing the sound of the bell to come into your ears, bringing you back into the next moment and seeing if we can perhaps take some of this with us into our day.